Hello and welcome back to the Novice Lumberjack, where we are going to discuss the Christmas giveaway saw. This right here is the Howson 6524. You can buy this at Walmart. I got a good deal on it, pretty good deal, on Facebook Marketplace for 80 bucks. I've already cleaned it up and Cerakoted it, and that black is really looking cool. Really looks nice. Got a side cover on it already, Cerakoted that as well. I got some stickers coming in the mail. Got a special plan for this and everything. And I got the hookup from TristarSupplyLLC.com. He is collaborating with me to do this Christmas giveaway. And I told him, I was like, whatever you want, however you want to do it. And so he decided to go ahead and go all out, and this thing is going to have all the goodies that you can get from TristarSupplyLLC.com in order to really jazz up one of these things. So what we've decided to do, we decided to go with the orange and black theme, and so it's going to be, I don't want to give it away, but tiger themed, right? We got a new top cover, new high-rise intake, and filter setup for it. We got the clutch cover already installed on there just because. And we have a Titan nickel, whatever you want to call it, big bore kit. So this is a 52 millimeter pop-up piston big bore kit from TristarSupplyLLC.com. Look at that, really getting that name out there, ain't I? So that's good. So we've also got some other stuff that he's out of stock on, but it should be in within a day or two. So it'll go on there as well. It's going to get the nice Exile exhaust. I believe it's stainless steel exhaust that's for these 372s, as well as the Exile dogs, the big Exile dogs. I got to say that Exile stuff is really nice. Really nice quality stuff. It's kind of pricey, but you pay for what you get. Those things, it's really nice stuff. So anyways, my goals with the saw, seeing how it's got the big bore kit and everything, I don't really care about speed. I mean, of course, I'll pick up speed because it's just natural. That's part of the game. You build more power, you build more speed in the cut. But I'm not really concerned about this being racy, because for one, it's a big bore, and the 372 doesn't really fit into any race category anyways, and so I don't really care about that. And you know what? The amount of people that are actually racing is few and far between, so the idea of building a race saw out of this is kind of silly in my opinion. So what I'm going to be doing is focusing on a good solid work saw. Hopefully I'll be able to build a lot of torque and a nice snappy throttle response with it, and it'll just be a good saw to actually work and use. Don't know what kind of RPMs it'll pull or anything like that, but what I'm looking for is, for me, these things, a 70cc saw, I prefer a 28-inch bar at the most, but this one a little bit different, and I know that a lot of people really like to be able to pull a long bar, so definitely be looking at 36-inch bar territory with it, and hopefully we'll succeed with that. I will go ahead while I'm talking and snatch that cylinder off of there just so that I can give you guys a look-see at it. This does have the open port setup. There we go. This should do it. No. Right here. Boy, that was on there. Loctited that up. Might as well go ahead and take this off. Gonna need to anyways. So how will you win this saw? I've been thinking about this over and over. I don't want it to be a raffle saw. I want it to be a giveaway saw. However, at this point, at the point of this video, I've got over 13,000 subscribers. I ain't putting 13,000 names. Not to mention, there's not 13,000 people that regularly watch the channel. So the idea of making it open to everyone is kind of silly. I need a way to make sure that the people who want to win it and the people that are top contributors to the channel get a chance to win it. So what I've decided to do, much like what Guilty of Treason has figured out, if you are a paid member of my channel, all right, then you will automatically have an opportunity to win this saw. So if you're unfamiliar with the paid member aspect of everything, I'm going to sum it up for you. On your screen, if you are on, let me see here. Pull up a video real quick. There we go. That looks like a good one. If you are watching on a computer, on your screen, you're going to be able to look right beside Novice Lumberjack, my little icon. There's going to be a button that says Join. You click that, and you see that I have various different levels. You've got DB Lumber Hack, which is $2.99 a month. Soft Hand Lumberjack, $5.99. Hot Rod, $9.99. And the Binford Pro Lumber Hack is $24.99. And for every level, right, you will gain an extra chance to win. So the lowest level, $2.99, that's one chance to win. Soft Hand, 2 chances. Hot Rod, 3 chances. Binford Pro, 4 chances. Let's go ahead and make the Binford Pro 5 chances, because that's a big jump. Okay, so if you're already subscribed, if you're already a paid member, then you don't have to do anything. You're already in the game. You're already eligible to win this saw. If you would like your chance, though, however, you will need to go ahead and become a member. If you win the saw or don't win the saw, after it's over with, you can go ahead and just cancel your subscription. It's no problem. Not going to be able to take that break off right away, so we're going to move on. So, if you want a chance to win this saw, you have to be a paid member of the channel, and I've just shown you how to do it. If you're on your phone, it'll be a little bit different, I'm sure, but you just look for that join button, or it might say something else. I don't know. The phones oftentimes are different, especially between Apple stuff and like Android things. The layout is different. So you got to figure that out. There we go. Ooh. One thing that I am certain of is that I have built one of these setups before with all of the goodies, the big bore kit and everything, and they run very nice. So you will be getting the opportunity to have a really nice, good running chainsaw. Come on, let go. And it'll be pretty. If you watch the channel, you know I like my pretty chainsaws. There we go. All right, we're all set and ready to come off, I do believe. Oh, God. That thing is on there. There we go. We got it lifting. There. Bada bing. Bada boom. That is the open port setup that comes on these saws. From my understanding, I'm pretty sure I'm right on this, the original Husqvarna 365 actually came with a closed port. I'm sorry, an open port setup, just like this. So that's what they were going after, was the original 365. Now, what they ended up going with, they did the 365 Special, and then they just called it the 365 XP. I believe both of those saws right there, the Special and the XP, had the closed port cylinder. It was only the original 365, right, that had the open port setup on it. And I ran it, and it ran good. I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't say it ran great, but it did run good. So like if you have one and it's working out for you, just keep using it, you know? I didn't notice any like, wow, you got to get rid of that kind of thing. I thought it was nice, or at least nice enough, but clearly it's not going to produce the power that the XP versions and stuff put out. All right, so lots of metal clearancing, metal on metal clearancing. It's very common with these Chinese setups. This right here is the intake side. And, you know, you might jump to, oh, it was getting debris in there. And maybe it was, you know, but I think that probably more along the lines of metal clearancing right from the factory. There's no burrs on that intake or anything like that. So I think it was just simply, piston was probably a little bit too big. Now, I can feel that. I can feel that. It's not bad, but yeah, that's what you get whenever you get one of the cheap ones. And, you know, Aaron, you guys may know his channel, Aaron Lynch. If you don't, look him up. He's on YouTube, puts out a lot of chainsaw content. And he called this said that this was a Malaysian built saw. And I was like, huh, is that right or wrong? I don't know. I just very naturally assumed that it was made in China. And, but it could be made in anywhere. I don't know where it was made, but specifically he said Malaysian, and he called it what do you call it? Jungle saw. A jungle saw. And that, that combined with the orange and black, I was like, don't they have a lot of tigers in Malaysia? So, yes, this is very much tiger themed. And, oh, look at that. Is that normal? I can't remember. Literally can't remember if the impulse line is normally going into the crankcase. I feel like it's normally going into the cylinder. Let's pull out this cylinder and see. No, okay, so I guess it's normal that it's going into the crankcase because this thing doesn't have an impulse coming out of the cylinder, so there's that. So we will be putting on here the Titan nickel / Titanical nickel plated highway cylinder setup with a pop-up piston. So that means machine work will be minimal. We'll get all of our compression through dropping, cutting the base, dropping that cylinder down a little bit. If we need to, may not even need to do that because if it's been a while since I did a 372 or 365, any of those. And I can't quite remember if they need the base cut once you get rid of the base gasket. I think that they tend to hit right at 20 thousandths or 25 thousandths of an inch just by simply removing the base gasket. So may not do any machine work to this at all. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. This is what's going on. And stay tuned to see what I do to it. And we'll call this Christmas giveaway video 2024 Christmas giveaway part 1. And this is your giveaway saw right here. We'll see what I can create out of the Jungle Saw, the possibly Malaysian built. Woo! Somebody calling me. Oh, that's my mama. Stay tuned, guys, for the part 2 of this, and we'll get the numbers and see what I can do with the port work. Got to talk with mama. Okay, so I decided to get back on here just because I wanted to show you something. I don't want to forget it. My mom, it's my birthday, guys. That's why my mama was calling. So, another difference. I am not 100% certain whether Husqvarna did this or if this was a Chinese thing. But my guess is Husqvarna did this as well. The intake setup on these, and by these I mean open port. It could be that Heusen did it themselves, but I doubt it. Let go. Well, as you can see, it's been bolted on. That is very different to any other 365 setup that I've messed with, but I've never messed with one of these open port ones. So that's the way the intake is on these. Bolts on. Whereas the 371, 372, 365 Special, 365 XP, they've got this style. They got a boot that goes over it and gets clamped in place. So that's another thing that I thought was worthy of starting this video back up for, and actually adding to it. So the intake is different. In some ways, better, because with the way that's set up, I'm not going to say that it's more or less likely to get an intake leak, because honestly, I don't know. But what I do know about stuff like this, guys like me that are looking to do something weird and like, I'm going to try this. Well, you can very easily build your own intake and just bolt it on. So that's nice for stuff like that, applications like that. Like, let's say, remember back in the day, whenever I had the horizontal hustle? If you're new to the channel and you haven't seen the horizontal hustle, you're missing out. It is completely a challenge for the Husqvarna 50, 51, and 55, where you could use basically anything you wanted to as long as it was an open port cylinder. Well, the good thing about this, I believe that Garrett Barker did use one of these cylinders. You got to modify all kinds of stuff. But the good thing is the intake is easily modified. You can easily build whatever you want to out of plastic or aluminum and just bolt it on. So that's a really nice setup for people who are looking to make a Frankensaw, you know, and do something crazy. So anyways, just thought I'd throw that in there. And yeah, if I haven't said it enough, become a paid member of the channel and you will get a chance to win this saw.